Okay, so if we look at, these are basically both at impact. Look at the difference in terms of your chest position. This chest is actually facing the golf ball more, which would then assume that your shoulders, if you're aiming this over your chest, these are going to be straight. If your chest is aiming over here, then your shoulders now are going to be aiming left to target. And they're both, as you can see, at impact, the ball's basically still there. There's the blur of the ball, there's the blur of the ball. So they're both the same kind of image, but a very different body position to how you get there, okay? So if we look here at this left hand when you hold the golf club, the grip where it was a little bit on the weaker side. How we're going to fix that, as we said, if we go back to the start of this one, get your normal grip position there, which isn't too bad. That's the club face straight there and square. We lift him up, so your arms are just, again, both elbows are sort of similar height, your shoulders are very level, you kind of just basically straight up. You're not sort of tilted in this position, are you? Now you're sort of naturally hanging here as you would do. That's sort of how you would stand up, and that club face now is straight. What we then got to do is just tip that club, I say, just twist it in your fingers so it becomes sort of 11 o'clock. There, you sort of turned it a little bit. There you go there. So that kind of turning there. Now the club's twisted. You then go to your normal natural grip again. Pop the club down on the floor. The club face now will be aiming left for target. Then you change your body position and your hands could go a little bit more towards that left thigh, just a smidgen. Okay? You don't want to be outside your left thigh, but we don't have them too far back. So we don't have the club kind of like this at the setup. Okay, so we start off there, turn him, drop him down, and then move a little bit. So your shoulder, this right shoulder is going to drop underneath. And that's the reason why when you came back to the golf ball, your chest is facing more at the target. Now, if your chest is facing down this way and your shoulders, as we said, therefore aiming towards target, the direction you swing that golf club in is going to be more towards the target. If your shoulders are aiming over here to the left, well, the direction you're going to swing that golf club is going to be to the left, which, as we said, will impart that kind of side spin on the golf ball. And it will start off reasonably straight, and as the spin takes effect, it just keeps curving, and you're losing the ball in the trees. The problem is then people try to swing the golf club further left to fix it, and it just causes more problems than you really want. Okay, so getting into that better setup, once you're sort of set up better in that nice start position, then the swing pretty much remains the same. Still making a good turn with the shoulders, okay? We are losing a bit of structure there. We can look a bit more detail as we go through, but for the time being, it's not costing you a massive amount, okay? As we come back to the golf ball, the body now is back to the target there. As you can see the club face now, your body, so I say aim at the golf ball, and then twisting it. This one you did hang back a smidgen, as we can see. In fairness, probably because you were more used to this position, that follow through in terms of that and the knee is better than that one there.
Yeah.
But we saw when we did get the same good follow through from the better setup, well, 196 was your best, okay? And I would try to, for yourself, encourage practicing on certain holes that create a bit of a course environment, not just whacking into an open field, because if you did that on a driving range, you're going to hit the fairway somewhere, it's gone about 100 and something yards, that'll do. But then you look at it and I'm in the trees, aren't I? So you'll see, and you can find there are some holes on there that are just ridiculously narrow, some are a bit more open, so you could just try each one if you wanted to, but just get a variety each and every time, so you're not sort of sticking with the same hole. You do change up a little bit, okay? But yeah, definitely get that setup slightly tweaked, as we said. Learn to get that club face from there, turn him down a little bit there, then re-grip it in your fingers, club down, reassess your shoulders there, so you can just see you're taking your right shoulder back and underneath it. Now the club's going to work on it, just changing the circle in which you're swinging on, yeah? I said kicking with the outside of your foot, chopping across it, creates that left to right spin. Keeping this shoulder back underneath, it's going to how you're going to throw that club in the golf ball more from basically an inside path kicking position, like a Beckham free kick kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, mate, does that kind of make sense? Yeah, and that's
no.
going to give you more distance, we said, that sort of more efficient hit that way as opposed to one that goes like that. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, definitely.
Very good, right.